NC Piedmont Outdoors presents Pathfinder Skillet Cooking Chicken Philly Cheesesteak. Brought to you by Slammer Series Turkey Calls, made by a hunter for hunters. Get your turkey call today by visiting www.slammerseries.com. Also, Aqua Leisure Services LLC, serving the Rehoboth Beach, Delaware and surrounding areas, servicing all your pool and spa needs. And Sign Scientist, providing a broad range of services, including wall murals, vehicle wraps, design, print, and marketing services. Regardless of your business requirements, their experts are up to the task. Visit www.signscientist.com or call 919-685-7641.
Hey everybody, this is Joe from NC Piedmont Outdoors, coming to you again from my garage, and I'm going to do another great little cook here for you this afternoon. What I'm going to make some chicken Philly cheesesteak. So what I've got here is a nice hoagie roll. I've got my Gerber complete tool set and my fork, knife, spoon kit from my Serbian mess kit. I'm going to use a knife to cut that roll. I'm going to use my new Pathfinder Skillet that I recently got when I was at the Blade Show from the Pathfinder folks. I'm going to use that to fry up my chicken breast cam here. So I'm going to use the chicken from that. I've got some fresh onion and green pepper. I've got some Italian blend cheese to put with it. I've got a little bit of pepper packet here that I'm going to use, and I'm going to throw some ketchup on there when I'm done. I've got my Crisco oil here, my matches, and of course, as always, my Coleman stove. So let me go ahead and get my stove started, and then we'll just kind of mix this all together and fry it up and make a delicious chicken Philly cheesesteak. So stay tuned. Alright, so I've got my stove started, I've got my nice blue flame going, so let's go ahead and start putting together the stuff we're going to need to make this Philly chicken cheesesteak. So first, I'm going to get my frying pan set up here. This is my new Pathfinder frying pan that I got when I went to the Blade Show and saw the Pathfinder guys that were there, so it's pretty cool to meet them all and get this, so that was neat. I went with one of my subscribers, Pizzazz57. So let me go ahead and get this pan on here. I'm going to add a little bit of the Crisco oil. Get that to start heating up. I don't want this to like get too hot, so I'm going to lower this flame just a little bit. Get that. There we go. I think that'll be okay. And let that go ahead and heat up. I'm going to go ahead and cut my roll ahead of time here. So I'm going to take this is the knife from my Serbian mess kit. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that and just kind of get this roll ready. It's got a little bit of a serrated edge there, so I'm just going to cut this down the middle. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to throw all my, I'm just going to use this aluminum plate that I borrowed from a restaurant. Just kidding. So that's what a plate I'll use today. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Gerber Complete, and I use my little spatula that comes with it. And we'll see. We'll drop a little bit of onion here and see if this is hot yet. Let's see. Not quite. It's starting to sizzle. That's not too bad. There you go. Still got a good flame. Nice blue flame. Oh, that's starting to sizzle. So let me go ahead. I'm going to add in the rest of the onion and peppers. Get those cooking. I love cooking with the fresh onion and the fresh pepper. I just picked these up this morning. Went to my local Walmart here and it just got some onion and peppers to cook for this. So stir this around. There we go. Separate this onion right here. Perfect. Alright, let that start to fry. I'm going to turn up the gas. Touch. Great. So while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and open. I just got the bigger container of chicken because I really felt like a nice hearty sandwich this afternoon for lunch. So this is just that great value chunk chicken breast. I'm going to drain out the water. I'm just going to open it Okay, and then I'm going to kind of pour out that water into this container that I have here that I was using the onions and peppers for, and then I'll just take it inside and dump it. I'm not going to use that liquid this time. I'm just going to let the onions and peppers fry in that pan with a little bit of oil. Pop this lid. Alright, there's enough salt and fat from the chicken can itself that I didn't add any extra salt this time. I'm just going to add a little bit of extra black pepper, so that's what I plan on doing. Alright, now, so let's just add this in. Scrape this all out. Get every bit out. Alright. That's good. Okay, so this will go garbage. Definitely, throw that out. And I'm gonna let this chicken just cook right in this pan. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and let that start to cook, start to brown a little bit. Let me get rid of this juice right here, put it off to the side and get that out of my way. Oh, make sure did we lose the flame? Yep, we just lost the flame. Having a little bit of issue with my Coleman stove recently when it's been doing that, so let me go ahead and get this relit and we'll bring you right back. Alright, got the stove relit. I'm going to let that continue to fry. I'm going to put the lid on to help along with that, so get that going. This over. And as this starts to brown and cook down, I will go ahead and add some of this black pepper. So let's kind of take a look and see. I can hear it, I can see it. This is going to be a really hearty sandwich. I can't wait. But definitely want this onions and peppers to kind of cook up along with the chicken. Let's go ahead and add the pepper now. I'm going to take a little bit of pepper, put that on there. There you go. This is just regular, fast food restaurant pepper that I took from a fast food restaurant. Add a little more. There we go. Done. All right, this garbage we'll take out, as I said. Just let this continue to cook. Now, I may have mentioned this in one of my other videos, and the reason why I like this Pathfinder Skillet is, I've certainly seen a number of videos with people online cooking with it, but the fact that it comes with a lid is just ideal, so I can cover it. I know that I like the Stanley frying pan kit as well, but it doesn't come with that lid. It comes with like the plates that you can use as cutting boards, and honestly, this lid can, you can use it for a cutting board if you need to. I really like the lid part of it. And if you've been to the Pathfinder website, you've also seen that they've got a broiling pan that they've got with this, and their 8-inch stainless steel plate actually will fit inside this. And I saw a recent video from Dave Canterbury saying that they were gonna bundle that into like a kit, so you'd have like the plate, the broiling pan, and this and the Pathfinder skillet. So I thought that was a really cool idea. So right now I'm looking to get that broiler pan and the 8-inch stainless steel pan to go with it. And last I checked on the website, they had the broiling pan, but they didn't have the 8-inch stainless steel skillet, so I guess that's on back order with COVID and supply chain issues. So I'm waiting for that to come in. But once it does, I think I'm going to just buy all that and put it together as a kit and have it with me in my truck or when I go camping. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I'll put this down to the top of this side, give it a quick stir. The problem with stainless steel pans too as well is that if you just let it sit there, it will stick and it will burn your food. It's not like a non-stick pan, so you got to be careful and make sure you don't put it too high and burn it. But I'm just going to keep an eye on it and stir it. I see the chicken get a little bit brown there, so that's good. We'll mix this around. Definitely do want it brown. I want those onions to to be sauteed some more. So let's go ahead and put that lid back on. And adjust the gas. I'm going to turn it down just a touch. And again, and then once this all browns, then I'll go ahead and add my Italian cheese blend. So I recently picked up this nice little stainless steel bowl. It's pretty good size, probably about a cup size. So that's pretty good. So I like using it. Ooh, got a little blowback there, but let me turn this. The gas is still there, which should be good. But yeah, as I was saying, this is about a cup-size stainless steel little bowl. So this is perfect for mixing up some spices and putting them all together, or holding my cheese when I'm doing my my cook here today. So I like that little stainless steel. Hope to get a few more. Let's take a look and see. That is beautiful. It smells delicious. Hot. It's cooking. It's going to be a nice hearty sandwich to have this afternoon. I'll tell you, I've got 51 subscribers now, so again, I appreciate everyone who's subscribed and everyone who's out there who publicly subscribed. I do appreciate it. The family just went on our family vacation for this year, and unfortunately, on the way home from our vacation, we all got infected with COVID. So my voice sounds a little bit hoarse. That's why I'm on the back end of it now. But man, it was not fun. So I recommend, if you haven't gotten the vaccine, go ahead and get that vaccine and protect yourself, because boy, it was about a good solid week where it was just heavy flu-like symptoms. It wasn't fun. But I'm on the back end of it now, and ready to get back to here making some videos. Found out my lease for my hunting property this year is going to come through, so I should be getting that in the next couple of weeks. So as soon as that happens, I got to get out to the property and start doing some cleanup work out there. It's hot, but I'm going to need to get it done fairly soon. Hunting season's only about September 11th or 12th this year, so and it's only a couple weeks away. Or I shouldn't say a couple. I should say about maybe 6-7 weeks away. But I've got a camera out there now, and hopefully get some pictures of some good deer moving through. But got to get out there, and when I do, then I'll actually be back on my tailgate and doing these cooks out there from my hunting property, which I certainly prefer so than my garage. But it's just a little too hot out there right now, and I want to get that lease to come through first before I start moving out. All right, as you can see, chicken's starting to brown here. I'm going to move the pan a little bit. There you go. See, and it starts to stick because that stainless steel is not non-stick. So okay, I'm going to go ahead. Get some crunchy bits on the chicken, so that's awesome. Ooh, there's a piece. Let's break that up a little. There we go. All right. Go ahead and turn down gas just a touch. I think this is just about ready. I'm gonna keep those peppers a little bit el dente, I guess. El dente, I should say, rather. El dente. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead, and what I'll do is I will just kind of put this together in the center here, like this. Yeah, that looks good. Put my chicken there, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle on this cheese right here. Perfect. Look at that. That is awesome. I'm gonna drop the lid on and let that cheese just melt. And then once that cheese melts and starts bubbling, I'll just throw it on my roll right here and get this ready to go. So let's give it just a few minutes to melt that cheese, and then we'll kind of put it all together. All right, that cheese is just perfectly melted in there with the chicken and the onion and pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop this into my roll. Let me turn the stove off. Get this roll nice and flat, and let's just kind of drop this in to my roll right here. Oh my gosh, look at this. This looks amazing. Let me get this, get some of this chicken and off the bottom here. Whew. There we go. Look at that. Holy cow. I'll give this pan a good scrubbing when I'm done. Alright, let's get this. Yeah. So again, as you can see, that's stainless steel, right? It's not non-stick, so you know you do get some obvious you do get some obvious bits in there in the bottom, but that's okay. That'll scrub right out, and it's not going to be an issue. I'm going to put that down to the side, and here is my incredible chicken Philly cheesesteak. I've got some ketchup packets. I'm just going to throw some ketchup on it. You know, if this were beef, I'd probably do like a steak sauce, but I'm just going to go ahead and drop some ketchup on there, and we'll get this thrown out when I go back in the house. I've got a couple of different ketchup packets that, of course, we borrowed from some fast food restaurants. So I'll get 3. Drop this one on there. There we go. All right. All right. Done. Boom. Okay. Well, I'm going to take this inside and go enjoy this wonderful Philly chicken cheesesteak. Go ahead and take a good look at that. Amazing. Taste a little piece of chicken. These little bits that fell out. I'm going to grab those real quick. Delicious. So I'm going to go ahead, like I said, inside and enjoy this and get out of the heat. So again, this is Joe from NC Piedmont Outdoors. Thanks to you 51 subscribers for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching my video. As always, you know, we'll try to get a different video out for you within the next couple weeks. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button. You know, we want to reach as many people as possible. If you have any comments, please go ahead and drop them in. I'm happy to answer them. I've been getting a few more comments lately with some videos, and I really appreciate it. So for all you out there who are watching and subscribing, thank you very much, and we'll have a new video for you soon. Y'all take care.